Pure, unrestrained force comes alive as these colossal wood-eating beasts start their engines. The ground trembles beneath their weight, the air vibrating with the growl of high-powered diesel and the whir of industrial blades. This is not a scene for the faint of heart. This is the realm of the chipping kings, where engineering brilliance meets raw, destructive power. Here, even the most unyielding timber stands no chance. The sound is deafening, the motion hypnotic, the results jaw-dropping. A single push of the throttle and steel jaws spin into a blur. Branches snap, splinters fly, and what was once a towering monument of wood becomes a steady stream of chips in seconds. The precision is astonishing, the speed even more so, each bite calculated, each movement refined through years of innovation. It's not just work, it's a performance. Our journey begins with a towering poplar tree, its crown brushing the clouds. Today it meets its match. A team of skilled operators rises into the canopy on an aerial lift, the basket swaying slightly in the breeze. They're not just cutting at random, every motion is deliberate, every branch removed in sequence to control the fall and reduce risk. Chainsaws snarl as they sink into living wood, sending fine dust drifting through shafts of sunlight. Each cut is clean, efficient, and purposeful. Down below, steel cables snake around thick limbs, locking them into place. These aren't ropes, these are high-tensile lifelines capable of holding thousands of pounds without breaking. The cables tighten, and with a coordinated pull, sections of the tree swing safely to the ground. No wild crashes, no uncontrolled falls, only a dance between human skill and mechanical muscle. Then comes the Cat 309, rumbling forward like a predator on the hunt. Its tracks chew into the soil, the hydraulic arm reaching out to seize a fallen log as though it were a twig. With effortless strength, it drags the timber across the uneven ground. The sheer pulling power is a reminder of why these machines are indispensable. What would take a crew hours of backbreaking labor happens in seconds. Now the wood splitter takes center stage. The hydraulic wedge, thick and sharp as a guillotine, aligns with the heart of the log. A low hiss builds into a deep groan as the splitter forces its way into the grain. The wood protests with a sharp crack, then gives way entirely, splitting cleanly down the middle. This is mechanical dominance, 21 tons of force concentrated into a single moment, turning unmanageable trunks into manageable halves in one stroke. The Theohawk 10H 500 KT chipper rolls into view next. Its chute angled high, its intake wide and hungry. Workers feed in thick branches, and the chipper devours them like a beast with an endless appetite. In moments, raw, rough timber transforms into a rain of uniform chips cascading into a waiting truck. The pace is relentless, branch after branch, log after log, each disappearing into the spinning teeth inside. The speed and efficiency are unmatched, filling an entire truck bed in the time it would take a man to load a single trailer by hand. less than an hour, a tree that once dominated the skyline is reduced to a neatly packed load ready for transport. The transformation is stunning, and for those watching, the debate begins. Was it the precision of the cutting, the sheer force of the splitting, or the rapid-fire chipping that was the most satisfying to witness? For those in the trade, tools like the Morbark 1300 grinder are more than just impressive, they're career-changing. Priced anywhere from $115,000 upward depending on condition, this heavy-duty machine can turn scrap lumber into fine, reusable material in minutes. It's not just a purchase, it's an investment in productivity. With each pass, the pile of waste diminishes, replaced by a product that can be sold or repurposed. The operators who command these machines aren't just drivers, they're pilots of industrial power. Take, for example, the skill required to maneuver a fully loaded truck down a steep gradient. Every turn, every braking point, every acceleration is calculated. The truck is heavy, the load unstable, yet the descent is smooth and controlled. This isn't luck, it's mastery built over years behind the wheel. But danger lurks even after a tree is down. A fallen trunk is still a massive, unpredictable hazard. Its weight can crush, its shift can kill. That's where machines like the Dorn Tech wood splitter make the difference between risk and safety. With a crushing 21-ton force and an adjustable height system, it removes the need for constant bending and lifting. The built-in winch makes even the heaviest sections manageable, pulling them into place for splitting without strain. It's smart design, built with the operator's comfort and longevity in mind. Over at the sawmill, waste is piling up. Bark, slabs, odd lengths. What can't be milled is usually costly to haul away. But with the Maxter 8012 chipper, that problem becomes profit. Waste goes in, high-quality biomass comes out. It's a simple equation. The less you throw away, the more you save. Mills using this system keep their yards cleaner, their disposal costs lower, and their bottom lines healthier. When the job calls for bark removal, the HMC Rosserhead steps up. It doesn't just strip bark, it does so without damaging the valuable wood underneath. Every rotation peels away the rough outer layer, leaving smooth, intact fibers ready for processing. Less damage means more usable wood, which means higher profits and less waste. In the world of timber, that's the kind of edge that separates the good from the great. Storm cleanup is another test of machinery. After a major blow, the landscape can be littered with tangled debris. That's where the Vermeer HG6800TX proves its worth. The low sidewall design is genius. Material flows in without snagging, keeping the process smooth. Inside, a 950 horsepower engine drives an aggressive infeed system that swallows whatever is thrown at it. Trees, limbs, stumps, it doesn't care. In minutes, a chaotic mess becomes a clean, manageable pile of chips. And then, for pure visual satisfaction, there's the Uniforest 53-4 circular saw. Watching it slice through dense oak is like watching a master chef cut through butter. The blade spins with deadly precision, the cut is straight and clean, and the split comes with a satisfying snap. Paired with the DM4003 table, the workflow is constant and smooth, keeping production high without sacrificing quality. Even storage has been revolutionized. The pack system wraps firewood into tight, compact bundles, ready for stacking or sale. No more leaning towers of logs, no more damp wood from poor coverage, just neat, protected packages that stay dry and ready to burn year-round. When it comes to raw destruction, few can match the Raptor XXL DK. Built in Germany, it's a machine bred for brutality. Depending on input size, it can chew through 10 to 30 tons of material every hour. Logs, waste wood, construction debris, everything is fair game. Priced between $110,000 and $330,000, it's a serious investment, but for large-scale operations, it's worth every cent. Watching it work is addictive. Each pass is a mix of brute force and exact control, tearing apart mountains of material in minutes. For stump removal, the AIRT 800 is in a league of its own. With over 800 horsepower driving carbide teeth, it turns even the gnarliest stumps into dust. Roots, knots, dense hardwood, it doesn't hesitate. The ground shakes as it works, and in minutes what once required hours of digging is simply gone. Even the small, repetitive tasks benefit from technology. Automated dowel packers take what used to be tedious, manual labor and transform it into a fast, consistent process. Efficiency isn't just for the big jobs. It's for every stage, every task, every detail. From start to finish, this is the new age of wood processing. Every cut, split, and chip is faster, cleaner, and safer than ever before. Machines once reserved for industrial giants are now accessible to smaller operators, leveling the playing field and raising the standard. The spectacle might draw you in, but it's the performance, the productivity, and the precision that keep you watching. The process is almost poetic. The towering stance of a living tree, the careful trimming of its limbs, the powerful drop to the ground, the slicing into sections, the splitting into pieces, the chipping into uniform particles. At each stage, a specialized machine takes over, performing its task with a grace that belies its strength. What used to take teams of men days to accomplish can now be done in hours. And the results? Perfect cuts, uniform chips, and maximum yield from every log. There's an artistry in this mechanized destruction, an efficiency born from decades of design, refinement, and field experience. And for those who live and breathe this world, it's not just about the work. It's about the pride of mastery, the thrill of commanding a machine that can move mountains, or at least forests. It's about knowing that with the right tools, no tree is too big, no job too tough, and no challenge too great. The roar of the engine fades, the dust settles, and all that's left is the evidence of a job done right. A clean sight, a loaded truck, and the quiet satisfaction of watching the transformation from towering giant to useful product. But the cycle never stops. There's always another tree, another job, another challenge waiting. And when it comes, the kings of chipping will be ready.